Hello everybody. We're going live here. Running for a few seconds. I'm just going to kind of take a second just to make sure that everything that I have seems to be working. So far, so good. I try to be prompt. It's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what I am going to do today is I'm basically going to go through the 12 days of Christmas, a little bit more of like a holiday prep in a sense for all of us that are going to be having holiday dinners with family and friends. For those that might not be celebrating the holidays, great tips for socializing, kind of hanging out, and when you're in a little bit more of a social atmosphere, is going to be really helpful. Going to try and keep it really simple. Going to try and keep it short. If you need some more stuff, recipes, things like that, be sure to check the holiday guide. We launch a new one every single year. This year is awesome, just like it was last year. So if you need to, go to workingagainstgravity.com. You'll see guides at the top. Click on it, check it out, download it. You can save it to your computer and all that kind of good stuff, so that way you can keep the recipes and all that kind of thing. And we'll go from there. All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna start with number 12. Thank you. All right, and what I mean by that is maybe think about giving 12 thank yous to the people that are in your life, your family, your friends, whoever you tend to be hanging out with. A lot of us know there's a ton of research right now around gratitude and being thankful and showing people that you care about them and things like that. And it really helps create a lot more meaning within your life. Over the last, probably 18 months or so, I've been really to try to add like a lot of intent in my life, and having gratitude and saying thank you has been a big part of that. I listened to a podcast the other day. I can't remember who it was from, but basically this guy is super thankful for his cup of coffee every morning. So what he did is he wanted to go out and thank everybody who was a part of helping him get his cup of coffee, and it ended up being like over 1,000 people. He wrote a book about it. He traveled all over the world. It was a really cool thing. So like the power of gratitude can be fantastic. I know a lot of us, when we show up for family events and with friends, we tend to kind of splurge a little bit on the food because we don't want to be rude. It's kind of like what we're used to, is what we grew up with. It's a way that we show love and affection. So let thank yous maybe be a part of that instead. Great Aunt Cindy's biscuits might be amazing, but you don't have to eat all of them to show her that you love her. Maybe just a nice thank you and a hug and some affection could go a long way. So 11 seconds to look over the table. So there's a lot going on right now about with microbiome and stomach health and things like that. It's actually been shown that your digestive process starts as soon as you start to visually see, smell food. So take a minute, take 11 seconds or so. Obviously, you can do more or less, to kind of take in what you have. Look at the table, see what's there. When you do that, the enzymes and the digestive process actually starts happening. So when you actually start to ingest food, you're already ahead of the game a little bit, and it shows to break down nutrients and replenish your body a lot better by taking that a little extra time. So look over things and let it all kind of settle before you can like just dive right in and start chowing down. Number 10, take 10 to 15 minutes between servings. It's said that anywhere from 10, 15 to 20 minutes can kind of be how long it takes for your mind to actually catch up with your stomach while being full and understanding where you're at. So if you have a plate, if you eat a plate, feel free to obviously make that plate the way that you need to, being mindful, of course. Once you finish it, take some time. Let it sink in. Let your body understand that you've just eaten, that you are sitting kind of savoring the moment a little bit. And let your body and your mind actually catch up and respond the way that you need it to, rather than, crushing all the food. Maybe you got a bunch of young teenage cousins that are around and you're worried about you're not going to get any more. I'm sure there'll be plenty around for everybody to go. So just take it easy. Just let it sit. Just let it marinate for a minute. Kind of enjoy what just happened, and then from there, if you're still hungry, then by all means go back and get some more food. But maybe look to a little bit more like the whole foods as far as like um, fruits and veggies, lean proteins, things like that. Of course, desserts are going to be around. If you're going to do some of that, do it mindfully. Just maybe just not the whole pie, just have a piece of pie. Number 9, 9 seconds of chewing. I know that seems like a long time. Uh, Believe it or not, the average person will swallow about a cubic inch of food without it actually being fully chewed up. That becomes even more prevalent when we have red meat for some reason. Probably it's a little bit tougher and things like that. You should actually chew your food to where it's almost liquid. The idea behind that, again, is once it gets into your digestive system, a little bit easier to absorb, a little bit easier for your body to start processing things. Plus, it allows you to savor the moment, right? A lot of us are so fast, just want to like chomp down our food that we really don't enjoy it. So take some time to chew your food. Let everything kind of kick in, like let the moment kind of settle, and just enjoy that piece of food that you're eating. That can even last a little bit longer when you're doing something like, say, you're having your favorite piece of food. Research has shown that when the longest lasting memory is the last thing that you ate. So typically, if you save your favorite food, okay, I'm back. I have no idea what happened. Facebook just like kicked me off. That's weird. All right. So I'm gonna make this quicker so that way you get through this. 8 glasses of water. Make sure you drink 8 glasses of water a day to try and keep your hydration up. So that way we're not losing out on that. It's easy to get food in. But sometimes we forget to drink water, and we want to make sure that we're getting all that stuff on. And it'll help you feel more full. It'll help you feel more satisfied. And obviously hydrated. So again, the digestive process will be a lot better, and we'll be good to go from there. 7 minutes of reflection. Take time when you wake up first thing in the morning to kind of think about your day. If it's a holiday, you're going to be spending time with family. Think about what you're thankful for. Think about why you really truly enjoy the day. Is it the food, or is it more the people that you are surrounding yourself with? Those intentions can be very very directly reflected inward, and can be very helpful for you managing the rest of your day, especially when it comes to food and being social. 6 servings of fruit and veggies. Whole foods, man. Everybody knows whole foods are great. So really try to keep that in. It's going to help you feel more full. It's going to help you feel more satisfied. It's one of those things where you're getting positive vitamins and minerals, lots of phytonutrients to really help you stay up to par with your body, and just trying to be the best person you can be for that day by having those whole foods available to you, so that way you can feel nice and healthy. Use all 5 senses. So think about everything that's involved. Smell the food, see the food, listen to the environment and the people that are in the room with you. Maybe the sound of how it's being cooked, the way that it tastes, the way that it feels in your mouth. Just again, savoring the moment, letting it all take in. The total moments around why you're there and why you're having that food, and not so much about just scarfing it down to try and to get back to the table so that way you can get more. So really like put yourself in the environment and really enjoy the process. Wait 4 minutes to eat. So after those 11 seconds that we talked about where you're observing the table, let those enzymes kick in. Take some time, let your body get ready to digest food. And then once you've taken those 4 minutes and kind of create a little bit of a plan, then you can go ahead and move into it and then have a nice happy meal, so that way you know what you want on your plate, and it's really easy for you to kind of jump into it with the idea of what you want to do, rather than just like grabbing everything that you see. 3 Ds: delay, distract, and decide. So if you find yourself having cravings, take a second, take a moment, delay that response, delay the idea of jumping into that craving. Have a conversation with somebody, take a few minutes to take a breath, distracting yourself essentially from why you are wanting that piece of food or wanting that dessert. Not that you can't have it, but just kind of think about it. And when you're ready, decide accordingly and kind of go from there. Eat 2 meals or snacks prior to showing up. So a ton of people will hoard macros. Not necessarily the greatest idea because you're going to walk in super hungry. And then from there, you might eat everything that you're seeing. So if you can, have some meals or some snacks ahead of time so that way you're walking in and you're not so famished and ready to eat. Number one, you. All right, you're here for a reason. You make your decisions. Feel good about them. Love yourself. Do not shame yourself around wanting food. You don't have to earn your food. Okay, be happy with what you're doing and the decisions that you're making, and really just own them. If you walk away with a day of having a plan and you execute that plan, fantastic. If there's something that ends up being a little bit harder about it, maybe you didn't quite hit it the way that you wanted to, don't beat yourself up about it. Like, we're all human. Talk to your coach. Don't shame yourself. It's one of those things where we want to beat ourselves up like we're our own worst enemy. Just take it in. Like, it was something that didn't work out quite the way you wanted it to, but at the same time, you had a fantastic time with family and friends. You're here relaxing, enjoying yourself, and then just let that kind of be it. And it's a lesson learned, and we all kind of get better and grow from there. Okay. If you guys have any questions, of course, hit your coaches up. We're here in the Facebook group. I want everybody to have a happy holiday. And if you need anything, let us know, and we are here to help you. Have a wonderful day.